Welcome. I'm Diane Yellowlight, a certified psychic. Today, I'm going to talk about conflict. We have lots of conflict that's going on in the world today, and it's going to be that way for a period of time because we have everything that is all confused, mixed up. However, there is always a solution to every situation. And what I'd like to share with you today is that you have the ability to resolve any conflict in your life. Make sure that you understand what it is. Make sure that you understand what it involves. Make sure you understand what your part is in on the conflict, and make sure you understand where the other person's part in the conflict is. And that is in relationships as well as work situations, friends, and so forth. So the first thing that you really need to do is to put down on paper the reasons that you feel that you have conflict with a certain situation. Then give yourself some time before you add anything else. Go through it as thoroughly as you can. Take yourself a day, come back and look at the conflicts. And now this is the part that goes into the reality. What is the reality of the conflict that is in your life that is causing you to have the circumstances that are not producing what you would like to have the peace, happiness, and serenity in your life? Then you make sure that what part do you have in the conflict? What is it that you're doing that maybe is not being heard? Or is it how you're presenting yourself? Or it is what you are not saying, or what it is you're saying too much? Are you blaming? Are you accusing? Any of these things is not going to resolve anything in conflict situations. It's learning to have conversations, giving each other the opportunity to sit down and be heard. This is not an easy task to do in either the work field or in personal field or family or friends, but it's something that does allow two people, three people, whoever's involved, to grow, and then they can move forward into figuring out a solution that is workable by everybody. Sometimes conflicts cannot be worked out, and then sometimes we have to learn to move forward and understand and accept the situation for what it really is. So the first thing is, write it down, what your conflict is about, before you approach the situation. Make sure that your conflict that you have has reality in it. Make sure that you know what your part is in the conflict. And then when you propose this to someone or a situation, then you need to simply comment on a compliment of some kind. You're important to me, and this is the conflict that I'm having with the situation that's going on right now between us. Make it simple, make it clear, ask to be heard, ask not to be interrupted. Then you give the other person the same opportunity to do exactly the same thing. You listen, you let them be heard, and then if you can and are ready to be able to resolve the differences at that time, then you do so. If you're not ready to do so, then come up with an idea of, let's ponder upon this and let's make arrangements that we meet again at so-and-so day, so-and-so time, however you want to do that out. Arguments will not resolve the situation. It becomes he, she, it, was, this, that, and that's not going to take you anywhere in evolving and creating a sound foundation for where you're unhappy about. You are meant to be happy in this life. You have free choice of will. You have the right to be where you want to be. You have the right to be where it's not right to be. Sometimes our dreams and our expectations don't turn out to be to our highest good, so they don't work out. We have to know when it's not to our highest good. And at that time frame, then what we must do is we must move forward, and we must allow ourselves to develop the ability to go through any grievances or losses or feelings of disappointment or anything that comes up, the healing process. Too many people jump into new situations before they resolve the old situations within themselves, and then the new situations end up becoming exactly like the old situations. So what I would say is go personal at this time. Look at what your life is that is bothering you. Work those differences out, and also make sure that, and I've talked about this in my other videos, to look at the positive things that are working out in the relationship. And if the positive are much, much more important than what the negative ones are, then you're going to have to learn to come to some kind of acceptance and some kind of truce and some kind of figuring out how you cannot go into this arena that would upset the situation to the point that there is hurt and heartache and anger and fighting and frustration, which creates more stress. There's enough stress going on in our changes in our political system, so this is the time that you go inner and work with yourself while the outer world works with itself to start developing a much cleaner and healthier way for all to live by. However, it's very, very important that you start at home with yourself. And I know that each and every one of you can go above and beyond any of your circumstances that you have at this time frame. I have many, many videos that you can look at that talks about intuition and action and steps to take and what words mean and the thinking mind and so forth. I would suggest to you, if you care to and have the time to go back and look through them and see which ones might get your interest, and that might help you to put the different things in your life back together. Because this is the purpose of the Earth Walk, is to learn our lessons, to come peace with them, to grow, to rearrange ourselves, and to be compatible with another person of equal value and equal kind. And so I send this out to you from my heart in love, light, and life. And until next time, we'll be discussing another important topic, and have a good day.